Internet friends. Welcome to another episode of the SynergyCafe online show, featuring speaker, entertainer, close-up illusionist, and marketing alchemist, Magic Brad. It's the internet lifestyle show about career, finance, relationships, spirituality, and wellness. We're moving the online chatter over to real-life activity. And now, please welcome your host of SynergyCafe, Magic Brad.
Hey Internet friends, Magic Brad here, SynergyCafe and the Synergy Collaborative. This is number 2. I'm doing 2 of these today, and I've got someone from the other side. I did one this morning from the East Coast, now we're on the West Coast, and her name is Marla. Are you there, Marla?
Yes, I am.
And we can hear you fine, we can see you.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Yes.
So are you right in LA?
I am in Topanga. So I'm in I have peacocks and horses in my neighborhood and chickens, and so in the grand scheme of city life, I'm I'm in the country.
Is it like Topanga Canyon?
Yeah, Topanga Canyon.
Yeah. I lived out in Covina, Glendora, and then Burbank, Studio City for a little bit.
So you know.
Yeah, I get it. There's peacocks in LA. What the heck?
Are.
That's where NBC got the idea, right?
That's right.
Okay. So I do these kind of fast and condense it so that don't take people's valuable time, and I just find out who you are, what you do, when do you do it, where do you do it, how do you do it, and why do you do it. So the first question is, who's Marla?
Who am I?
Kids, pets? You got a
yes,
pet
I do. I have a son. He's 3 years old, so that keeps me really busy. And when I'm not with him and with my amazing husband, I am working with women. I have a company called Love Your Body, Love Yourself. So I work with women with to supporting them to have a healthy relationship with their body.
Okay, so that's kind of what you do. So are you like a coach?
I am.
Coach,
yes.
Consultant?
I coach, I do workshops, I do speaking. Yeah, just really getting the word out there about, loving our bodies, because there's so much, there's so much in the media, and there's so much on women on having the perfect body or having the better body or having the right diet and the right food. And it really can take away from your whole life, right? So slowing down and learning how to love ourselves and love our bodies. And for some, that's astronomical, right? So sometimes we just need to appreciate our bodies today, or not beat up our bodies.
Yeah,
right?
Otherwise you might rebel and say, for example, you're a little bit overweight and people start telling you about it, and all of a sudden you think you're overweight and you say, hell with it, I'll just eat Snickers.
Right. Yeah.
And they need someone like you to kind of help them say, nah, you don't want the Snickers.
Yeah, well, I really stay away from the whole food thing, because I really feel like it's the relationship to the body that makes the relationship to the food go off. Just really kind of just what you said. I mean, that's kind of what I always thought I had an eating disorder, but really it was a mind disorder. It was about not, liking what I looked like. And so I wanted to control my food, right? So if we start from the inside out, right, being with ourselves and being okay with ourselves, then our relationship with our food can even itself out a bit more. Yeah,
that's
so that's
what
where
we work with in the Synergy Cafe. There's 5 different elements of career, finance, relationship, spirituality, and wellness. So when you got that all in harmonious working together, then it's a lot easier to live your life. So
yeah,
you said that you do
journey in itself, right? Keeping those balanced.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do workshops, you do seminars, and you speak. Do you do retreats and things like that?
I'm in the works of planning on a retreat, probably in 2017 sometime. I would really like, because bringing women together is so valuable.
Well, that's
right?
one of the things that we're working on is there's 2 different locations, or 3 actually, Tulum, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Bali. So those are the 3 areas that I've kind of got near and dear to my heart.
Oh yeah, I love Bali. So
those areas, so maybe we could collaborate on something like that. Who knows?
Wonderful.
Who knows what the world offers?
Who knows?
So that's what you do. And sort of where you do it there. You probably do things via Skype and online.
Yes.
And then
I do things online. I go to teach, when I go to visit my family in Pittsburgh, I'm doing workshops there. I travel, and I do a lot of things here in Los Angeles.
That's the cool thing about being a mobilepreneur. You can run everything off of your phone,
Yeah.
So I'm always curious, two different things. When are you in your optimum, AM or PM? You a morning or evening girl?
I'm probably AM because I have a little guy, so he gets me
Okay.
up. So it's kind of turned me into an AM. But like last night, he went to bed and I was up till a little bit later getting
Oh, so
things
you
done.
just kind of slip in whenever it
I
works, huh?
slip in my work whenever I can. I can really, I'm grateful that I can focus in different pockets, which is good.
Okay, so how do you do your work? You do like, do you have like a coaching system they can get into and just follow your pre-recorded stuff, or you do one-on-one kind of stuff, or you do
Don't
it to
do that.
groups?
I really work one on one right now. And I have a group coaching program that I'm going to be launching in 2017 as well. But right now I'm working one on one. And I find the one on one so helpful. And then the workshops are great as well, because the way I do my work is not just um, talking, right? So we do a lot of movement and breath. I'm a Reiki master.
Okay,
I've been
get
teaching
it.
and practicing Reiki for over 10 years. So that's a big part of what I bring in as well. And if you see me in person, oftentimes I'll even get people on the table and do some body work. So I really like to be with the wholeness of the woman, of the person.
I get it. Yeah, my wife is a shaman, and she also gets into that five rhythms dance stuff and
Oh
vinyasa
yeah,
and that kind of stuff,
that's where I met my husband.
the movement stuff. Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, the physical end of wellness can move into the relationship of end of things. Sure.
Absolutely.
So before I ask before we get into how people can get a hold of you and all that kind of stuff, and if you got any programs coming up, I like to ask my favorite question, and that's the big why question. Why is
Mm.
it that you chose this? Why didn't you open up a chain of daycare centers, or why aren't you a ski instructor, or why aren't you an actor or actress out in Hollywood?
Oh well, I did that before too, but
I've been there, done that. What the heck? Okay.
I struggled so much, Brad, with my own relationship to my body. I never thought that I would ever be able to say that I liked my body, that I appreciated my body, that I was comfortable with what it looked like. And I am amazed that I'm sitting here talking to you and sharing that I can help other women, that I have healed myself, and it's my mission. I feel like it's such important for me. It's such important work because I know how challenging it can be for other women.
Okay, that's good to hear. 99.9% of the people that get on and I ask that big why question, it's usually to help other people. And oftentimes they've been through it themselves, so it's kind of a been there, done that. I can help other people. So that's
Yes.
pretty cool. I had something else in my head, and then it just, one of those things just kind of disappeared. So it is what it is. Oh, I know what it was. Oftentimes, it may be something that you've been through that you can express to someone else that flips that little switch and it just changes their whole thinking style. And I'll tell you a quick example is I have multiple DWIs. I got about 3 DWIs back in my earlier career. I don't drink at all anymore. But leading up to it, it was those damn cops, that damn government, those judges. There's all
Uh,
this blame, blame, blame. And then all of a
uh,
sudden I had this little click that went, if I quit drinking, I won't get any more DWIs. And it just went like that. So
yes.
that's what it takes is someone like you that's been through there and you ask the right questions and draw that information out. It'll just flip a switch and someone can be healed.
Yeah, and they don't have to take as long as I did,
Yeah, exactly. Take a
right?
shortcut.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the why question, my favorite one. And then now if you can just tell us how to get a hold of you, and you got any books coming out, you got any retreats or workshops coming up over on the East Coast?
My website is loveyourbodyloveyourself.org. So go on there. And if you are so interested, I have a really fun meditation. It's a vibrant meditation with breath and movement. And it's really lovely. So I'd love to offer that to the people who are listening. And, email me. You'll see my information on there if you want to go deeper with this. I really like to give people a free conversation if to even see if this is something that could be helpful to them. And stay tuned. My workshops I just finished a workshop, and so I'll be doing a lot more in 2017.
All righty. And primarily your workshops are pretty much either in your hometown or in LA there?
Yeah, but I will travel.
Of
Got body,
course.
will travel.
Exactly. Yes, we got some multimillionaire wants to take you and ship you over to Bali for a couple weeks. You'll take on the task, right?
I can do that.
Okay, I appreciate you taking the time. Let me beam this up, and if you do have a retreat coming up that you like I said, we're looking to. I got a friend that's got a development in Costa Rica, and he wants to implement a wellness center. We may be building that and do retreats there, and then I've got some other friends that have places in Tulum, Mexico, and it's far away, but Bali is a place I was going to
Oh,
retire
so
before I got
beautiful.
married. But I was going to do some stuff over there, so I got some connections in Bali. So if you are moving forward on something like that, let me know.
Okay,
Peace.
thank you.
Okay, peace, love, and happiness. You want to stick around? We'll talk a little later, but I'm going to shut this bad boy off. Thank you for tuning into Synergy Cafe.
Thank you.